Hey guys, today I'm gonna be talking about a really interesting mind controlling concept that I recently came across, and it's called dopamine loading, and I talked about it in yesterday's video. What exactly is dopamine loading? Okay, so I'm gonna show you. This is when you wake up and this is when you sleep. Is your dopamine levels. So I'll show you your normal day. You wake up, your dopamine levels skyrocket because you check your notifications and you start scrolling reels, and then you have breakfast. Boring, right? Then you start scrolling reels again and you go back down, and then reels. So your problem is that you're filling your day with these dopamine crashes, because at one moment your dopamine is all the way high up here, but in the next moment it's all the way down here. So imagine this while you're at school or at work. This is when you're working, and this is when you check your phone. This is when you're working, and this is when you check your phone. This is when you have lunch. So you're filling your day with artificial dopamine hits, and these are, this is, for example, the natural dopamine hit. This is the maximum of it. Your brain and your body is used to these high levels of dopamine that you give it. That's the biggest problem you have. So in dopamine loading, you basically have artificial and natural dopamine spikes. Naturals are all the way down here, artificials are all the way up here. Dopamine crashes are these. Dopamine loading is basically eliminating these artificial dopamine hits, such as gaming, reels, pornography, and replacing them with natural dopamine hits only, like work, workouts, and other types of natural stimulants. What dopamine loading exactly does to you? You wake up right around here. You start your day at 7 to 8 a.m. This is work. It's alright because your body isn't used to these high levels of dopamine. It's nice, it still feels good. You spend your day in a low dopamine environment, and once it reaches 7 p.m, this is why it's dopamine loading, because it's loaded at 7 p.m, because you check your phone here, only here. Dopamine loaded to the end of the day. Easy to do boring stuff because your brain isn't used to high inputs. I've copied a day plan. So at 7 o'clock you wake up, you have a shower. No phone, no music, no stimulants basically. At 8 you get ready for the day, you have breakfast or whatever. No phone, that's the main thing. Then you start working 9, 10, 11, 12. If you want, you can even skip breakfast. And at 1 o'clock you have lunch, which is a low stimulant food, such as chicken or rice, plain, and no extra bullshit, such as hot sauce or extra seasoning or a McDouble or something like that. No phone. And after lunch you go to the gym. Low stimulant music is what you listen to, for example like prayer music or something. At 5 o'clock you get back to work. Then at 7 p.m. you finish, and then that's when you start using your phone. This way your phone doesn't harm your work and the dopamine doesn't control your mind. Neurochemistry, and this video is by Charlie Morgan. So if I wasn't clear, then you should watch Charlie Morgan's video, but mine is shorter, that's why I shared my notes with y'all. So guys, if you understood the concept of dopamine loading, then be sure to comment down below if it works for you, and don't forget to try it out. That's quite important too. Once you tried it, come back to this video, comment, and tell me how you liked it, and did it work for you? I know it did. Have a nice one.